Welcome everyone, and we are back with another episode. I know we said that the last episode would be a final episode, but we were not forced to do this. We were actually waiting to do this FPL episode, and seeing that it was almost the 19 game weeks halfway through the season, we just had to do it now. And we obviously have a very special guest with us, who is our league topper of the Fanspire FPL, and she has been on top for the 19 weeks we have seen. So let's quickly get her on.
Hi,
Yeah,
Vineet.
Adya.
Hi.
Hey, hey.
Hi, everyone.
So,
Thank you for.
Adya, firstly, yeah. So, how does it feel to be on top since like the very beginning? I think the only game week you were not on top was the first game week where Rohan was on top, and
Rohan's a really good player. Okay, let's give him credit.
yeah. So I think that's the only time you were not on top, and since
Yeah, I
then
think
it's
so.
always been you and Rohan first, second, and we would have loved
Yeah.
to have him also. Unfortunately, he had
Yeah,
other
yeah.
commitments. But
Okay.
how does it feel like being first halfway through the season right now?
It's amazing. I mean, I've been playing FPL like as a hobby for like 2 years now, and I take it a little seriously because it's fun and it's like a good hobby to have, and it's really. I mean, I think this is the toughest league I've been in. I'm not even joking. Like the competition is really, really, and this year has been like mad. We've had so many, blank game weeks, and also it's really mad that I'm first.
Yeah, like I was going to come on that. Like now that you mentioned, even last season we had the same issues
Yeah,
when it
COVID.
was postponed, but that time we had like almost the whole league which was suspended for a few weeks
Exactly.
or a few months. Right
Yeah.
now we have few matches going on, and we like literally matches are getting postponed, an hour before
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the deadline, or
It's so
after the
hard.
deadline.
You don't know who to transfer in. Like you have to wait till like the last minute, and then the FPL site will crash. So nothing is going
I
for
faced
us.
I faced that this week itself, especially when I played my free hit as well in
Oh
19.
my god.
I mean, I think even you played your free hit that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was screwed over so badly.
Like, I
But
had
yeah,
to substitute a few players. I couldn't do that, put them on the bench because the app kept crashing.
yeah, exactly. The app crashed. Like we got to wait till the last minute because, because the week before that we all got Watkins in, and then they called the match of Aston Villa match off like
Oh, you
two
were one of
minutes.
them. You were one of them. I got in
Yeah,
Watkins 5 minutes
yeah.
later. 5 minutes later, I get the
Exactly.
announcement it's postponed. I had to take a -4 hit
Mad.
to get in Lacazette. And Lacazette blanks
Just
in
for
that
that.
game week. And Lacazette blanks in that game week.
I'm
That's
so
the kind
sorry.
of
Hey,
luck I'm going.
Arsenal players have help though. Let's at least give them
Yeah,
credit here.
yeah, that's true. They have helped a bit. I mean, especially Saka and Martinelli in the past few
Smith
weeks, and
Rowe, yeah, yeah.
Smith Rowe whenever he has come on. I don't. He has scored four
Man,
in four appearances from the bench.
I chose Saka over Smith Rowe, thinking, I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, so it was like Saka. I trust
Yeah,
Saka more, but Smith Rowe just keeps coming back, just keeps scoring. I'm like, when will this stop? I mean, I want him to score, but
yeah. So let's just have a look at your team first. For
okay.
this game week 20, which already has started, and if we can have that on screen.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest, the captain choice wasn't the greatest.
I think so. You are in the same boat with I think
Majority.
90% of the people in
Yeah, yeah,
FPL.
yeah, yeah. I mean, who would have seen like Leicester got smacked by City like last week, and I was like,
Exactly.
he surely has to score, like and he blanks, he misses a penalty. I mean, I don't know what
I think
happened in
this
that
is
game.
so. We had a stat on one of our FPL groups you're part
Okay,
of, that Mo Salah has scored zero FPL points, which are the first time he has ever scored 0 points.
that's what
First
I'm
time
saying. It's
in
so unlucky.
177 appearances.
Yeah, exactly. So we both used our free hits last week, and we got like a plus over other people, and now we just captain the wrong player. Like, what are the chances?
I mean, I think so. The chances are really low that, at least not
He
for
scores a
you,
zero.
for me, that whenever I play a hit or whatever -4, I'm pretty sure it's not going to pay off for me.
Oh my
Uh, the
god.
way the way the season's going for me.
Oh
But
my god.
talking about hits, you took a -4 this game week as well, because you upgraded Foster to Dehia.
Yeah.
who obviously didn't keep
He's
a
left
clean
to
sheet now. Yeah,
well,
but
he's
I
left
think
to
we
play, I
got a
think,
few.
right?
He played at Newcastle. Oh, sorry, that
I
was
think
last
he's
game week.
yeah,
Yeah,
last week. Yeah.
sorry. So I don't still
Hmm.
trust him as such. I mean,
I think, I mean, the only options that I saw were him and Pickford, and I don't really trust Pickford because, double game weeks and all, and his fixtures looked okay, I feel like.
yeah.
So I felt like having Ramsdale, who has been the one of the best keepers in the league, and he's a very good FPL asset at that price. So I think the other one had to be De Gea for me. People have gone for Lloris, but Lloris conceded. So I mean, it's his game now. Let's see what he does. I'm hoping, because I got in Broya with like a -4, hoping he'll start, but he didn't. So it's all on De Gea now. I hope he gets like points. It's
Yeah, I made some similar changes. Actually, I didn't
okay.
take a hit. I upgraded, actually not upgrade also. Foster to Guait I did, and
Quite.
Guaita
Oh,
kept a clean sheet. So
oh,
I think
that's nice.
that's the only
Yeah.
thing which went for me. It started brilliantly with, I got 19 points in the first kickoffs only, the 8:30 kickoffs. All of a
Did you
sudden,
have
I wake
Bobin?
up in the morning. I had Antonio, I had Dennis. So
Yes, like these two. You have to have them. There are no
yeah.
really, other better forwards than them. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when I wake up in the morning, I was expecting another at least 20 points with my
Me
captain
too.
pick.
And zero. I'm like, how? Did he not play? Like, what happened?
So,
Oh my god.
so the main question is whenever you're selecting your team, like, what's
Yeah.
your strategy going? Like, do you look at the fixtures or do you just look at the form of the players?
No, no. So form. So this year there have been players who are not like like the like favorites. Like like Gallagher is a new one. Smithrow is a new
Yeah,
one. So when you look at the fixtures, I would not specifically pick them. Like for example, Crystal Palace people just go for Zaha
yeah,
and all those players. So I think this year has been based on form a lot, especially like Ben Rama. He's scoring again, so he's another one that I've kept my eye on. And so I think it's a bit of both, and I think you have to be careful because of the COVID scenario as well. So what I do is basically on the deadline day, I wait till like the very end. I mean, especially because of COVID.
yeah.
But on general days also, I wait till the very end and see if I can get some, news and team news to captain, city players. I think if you get it right, you're going to score a lot. Like on my
But
free hit,
how do you plan? How do you plan with this COVID situation? Because, like you said, and we already
yeah,
discussed, till the last moment, we don't know which game is going forward. So, so normally, FPL managers tend to look at fixtures, plan 3-4 game
first
weeks
one.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
So,
3-4 game weeks ahead as well. But right now, we can't do that. So, how do
we
you
can't do
plan
that.
to deal with this?
So, for example, before we got the second free hit, right? We had two free hits this year. What I
Yeah,
used to do is I used to target the first game of the game week. So, if you target that, that is going to go through because 1 hour before the deadline stops. So, you know whether that game is going to go through or not. So, like Arsenal were facing, I don't know who, but I think one game they had the first game. And I just picked like three Arsenal players, Ramdale, Saka, and Lacazette, and then played the game. And I knew that out of 10, at least three were having a fixture. So, I mean,
yeah,
this is what we can do. And now that we have free hits, is a little different because people are going to keep playing their free hits. Like again this week, Everton's game is off, Arsenal's game is off, and we don't know how many more are going to go off now. So,
yeah.
just target the first few fixtures and just go with it because I think everybody's dropping points now. It's not possible to field an 11 every week. Yeah.
So, is that how you also choose your captain?
Hi,
Nandini
Nandini.
Sharma shout out, please. I think one of your friends,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God,
all
non-stop.
all your friends require a shout out here.
Oh my God, hi guys.
So, so obviously the captain choices, and obviously
Yeah,
your friends as well who tuned in can put in their thoughts, what they decide if they play FPL, what they decide, and how they form their team. We are welcome to have them on screen as well
yeah. You
if
can
they
ask me
do.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, is that how you also choose your captain, the first match itself, or do you
No,
still
if
go on
Salah
form?
is playing, you captain Salah. That's my rule. You cannot bet against him because the mass is going. Especially like
He's
my
been a
rank,
cheat
I
code
think.
in FPL this season.
Yeah, exactly. He's never blank. Like I would go, for example, next game week though, because he's leaving
Yeah,
for AFCON. I think I might sell Salah. Do not quote me on this, but I might sell him and get in Son and captain him because he has like a, I think he has Watford. I think, or did they
Okay.
play them this week? No, next week, right? Yeah, they have
Yeah.
Watford. So I'm gonna captain Son. I think it's the first time I'm going against Salah. So let's see. Because Salah is playing Chelsea and Chelsea are title contenders, so I think he's gonna have a tough game.
But
So
yeah, so he's going to play at least the match against Chelsea, and
yeah,
maybe
then
probably after
Afcon.
that he will be leaving. Yeah,
We need
like
to get rid of like Dennis as well because he's going to Afcon as well, and I think a lot of
exactly.
managers have him. So Dennis and Salah, I think both. I think Son, Ronaldo, Madison. He's like he's. I don't know how. I
I
have
was
never
going to
liked.
come on Madison.
Yeah, I
So
have
his next fixtures include Norwich and Burnley, if I'm not wrong.
exactly. And
So
him
I think
and
he is
Vardy.
the player.
I think in the short term you could definitely should go for Madison, but after that I think he has Liverpool and also I think 2-3 games ke baad you switch him to like a Rafinha or a Saka or something like that. But I think he's going to score a lot of points. I never see Madison as an option, but he's just proved me wrong every single game week.
But now considering that Salah might leave, I think more budget midfielders like Madison, Jared
Bowen,
Bowen,
yeah,
Rafinha, everyone
another one
can
I
come
don't
in
have.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
everyone can come in.
definitely,
That's
yeah.
one, unless you obviously decide to keep Ronaldo and Kane in the same
I'm
team.
thinking of getting Kane, I don't know. I think Antonio, I don't like Spurs, okay? Let me just make that clear. I'm not a
I
fan,
will
but I
obviously
think
ask this that.
yeah, exactly. So I don't like Spurs, but I think Conte is gonna make those two good again. So I think I might go Kane or Ronaldo. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how Ronaldo does against Newcastle.
So again, your captain for this week was Salah,
Oh
backfired
my god.
like for
Yeah,
everyone.
badly.
And
Rohan has Ronaldo, by the way. He's second. He's gonna
yeah,
catch up, I feel.
but he already, I think, so if we can have the table in front of us
Mm-hmm.
of the Fanspire League, I think there is still like around 20 points difference, 20, 30 point difference.
Is it?
And yeah, I think
I
so.
think I
So,
played my free hit, right? Rohan has his free hit
yeah,
left, and he's gonna.
yeah.
I think he's gonna play it in 22 when there are double game weeks. I think if I don't play it
So
right, he's gonna take
I was
off.
going to come to that. Would you play your second free hit or even your first free hit in that? Or so we had a
Uh-huh.
question on Instagram. It was
Okay.
regarding the triple captain. So
Okay.
when would you play your triple captain? Would you play it in the double game week?
I think it's a good shout. I mean, Spurs. If there's a guy called Ben Krellin, okay,
Yeah,
BENCR Ben Krellin.
yeah,
So he actually gave us like an overview of game week 21 and 22, and he says that Spurs players are gonna have three easy fixtures on both. So if you pick
yeah,
correctly, and I think Hyun Min Son is a good shout for triple captain, but I'm not sure yet because I like to keep my triple captain till the end because the ranks you can just jump the ranks in the end. So, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I
yeah.
might.
Generally,
I
people
might
looks
wild
to
card.
triple captain or bench boost during the double game weeks, and
Definitely. I think
you
chips
know,
are gonna be used.
yeah, or play a free hit during blank
Free
game
hit
week,
again.
considering you already don't have so many players.
So many players. Exactly. It's very
Yeah,
difficult to plan. I think you have to go game week by game week this year.
yeah, and so obviously, like you mentioned, we go game week by game week. Till now, like who has been your most prized asset other than this guy?
Salah.
Other than Salah, I mean,
I think Trent Alexander Arnold. I think he is exceptional. I think he's just a defender for a name. He's an attacker. Like the money you pay for him is a joke. Him, Cancelo. I think defense has been huge this year. The only thing that I missed out on was Reece James. He scored like 50 points in 3 game weeks, and Rohan had him, and I got him, and he scored 1 point in the next three. Like what?
I think I'm also going like all along the same template with you right now. Whenever like I think when I got in Chilwell, he scored me some 20,
Score.
30 points.
Yeah, I had Chilwell
But
as
the
well.
moment he got injured, I got in James. Now James started underperforming a bit. It's like,
Same. I was like,
and
that's mad. How can you go from 50 to 1?
now again they are playing Brighton. I still have James. Now let's just
Me
hope
too, me
that
too.
and
Yeah.
being a
I
Chelsea
got,
fan, I really hope it's a clean sheet as well, at least.
oh, yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to win the league this year?
I don't
Not Vinny
think so.
Topkal.
It's a big shout. Team
City
City.
have been
Yeah.
City. I
Yeah.
think City
Seeing
is gonna win
City,
it.
it's going to be a tough thing.
Yeah.
Unless we beat Liverpool and City, then we
If
really,
you beat them both, yeah, of course.
yeah,
You never know.
then
I mean,
only.
you have a great manager, so you never know.
Yeah, let's hope that. So now, in the previous, obviously, you are on top of the charts. Your overall rank as well is 2,741. I mean, you're in the top 3K of the world. People
That's mad.
don't
That's mad.
enter, people aim to enter the top 100K. You're in the top 3K.
Stop it.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it. Obviously, I don't want to jinx
No,
it.
no, no.
But
I mean, let me be honest, Vineet. I'm not sure if I can keep this up, but I am really happy where I am right now. Because yeah,
yeah,
without Salah, who are you gonna captain? It's going to, it's gonna change the entire game. Your captain's gonna change it.
yeah,
Whoever your
that's
captain
there.
is. But
But what have you done in the previous 19 game weeks that brought you where you are? And at least like you said, the next few game weeks are very unpredictable. So you go game by game.
yeah,
But
game by game. You
these
can't plan.
19 game weeks, what is it that you did differently from others?
Hmm.
You feel?
I mean, I don't think I can speak for everyone else, but what I did different was make the transfer as late as possible. And one more thing is target defenders this year and leave forward. Like, don't go for expensive forwards like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, all this. You don't need them. You need good, cheap forwards and bolster your midfield. You need Jota. I think in the top, yeah, you need him in the top 10K. I think I read this stat. I read some stats before I got here. So in the top 10K, I think Jota is owned by 83% of managers, and now that Salah is gone, Jota is going to have a fixed position in their starting 11, and
Yeah.
Liverpool are as good a team as it come. I think
But the only
Son,
thing is we'll not have Mane, we'll not have Salah as well.
Salah, exactly. So I
So
don't know
we'll have
how they're going to perform.
yeah,
The only thing that could help us is if we get the Man City team news before every week. That is what I need. Like, you don't know if Foden is playing. My pick is Foden in that lineup. I think he's the most attacking. De
yeah.
Bruyne as well, but he's just too expensive. But now that Salah is gone, you never know. You can afford him. So it's gonna be mad. I'm telling you, Vineet. After Salah is gone, the game's gonna change because that permanent captain is gonna change. So we are gonna have a lot of ups and downs.
So obviously, okay, so we have a question. How does one avoid
Hi,
personal
Chinmay.
bias? Ronaldo always makes my team somehow. I mean,
Oh,
this is a
don't
really
worry.
good question. This is a really good
Yeah.
question, actually.
So, see, Chinmay, let me be really honest. I think my answer is going to be very different from yours. I have been an Arsenal supporter for like a while now, and my team just keeps letting me down. So I have just stopped picking my players. It's pretty easy for me. But this year, I've been lucky because Saka has been scoring, Ramsdale has been scoring. So I think with Ronaldo, I don't blame you because I am an Arsenal fan, but I'm a Ronaldo fan as well. But yeah, I think you just have to. If you have Salah, I think you need Salah, Son, and Kane. And if Ronaldo scores tonight, then I think he goes above Kane. So I mean, having Ronaldo is not bad. I think you should keep him. I'm being honest. Like, I would have him in my team. I might take a -4 when Salah is gone and get him in.
Yeah. Like, I have faced so many issues with this as well. And being a
Me
Chelsea
too.
fan, I want to have at least, like, I want to triple up on Chelsea. But the only reason I don't do it is because I know Chelsea will give tough competitions to teams like City, Liverpool. All of a sudden,
Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
almost struggle to win against Watford,
West Ham.
lose to West Ham, struggle to score against
See, I
United,
used to do
Everton every
this.
year.
I Last year I was so mad at Martinez leaving Arsenal for Aston Villa. I never got him in, and that cost me so many points because he was like the go-to keeper. So I just didn't do that this year. I'm
Yeah,
like, no, no, no,
Martinez was fixed
just stick.
last season the way Ramsdale is now.
Fixed. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This year's Ramsey, so it's easy for me. I mean, I'm very happy to choose him.
But always the dilemma comes in. Like you have
Yeah.
some, for example, you have James, you have Mount
Hmm.
in your team, but
Yeah.
you want both of them to score at the same time. You just want your team to win. It doesn't
Win.
matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter who scores. Even if it is
Mhm.
Mendy coming in to score, it doesn't matter. I just want that player to score and make sure that Chelsea win. The same
Win. Exactly.
talking about players and penalties and stuff.
Hmm.
What about
Oh.
Jorginho? Do you think he's a good pick right now? At least on the bench.
Is how much does it cost? Let me just give me 1 second. Let me just check his
Yeah, I think
price.
so. It's about 5 point something.
See, I think if you have that, I think you should have one midfielder of four, and you should spread that. But now that Salah is gone, you might keep Jorginho on your bench. But my only problem is from Chelsea. I think the fixtures that are going to come now, they have blank game weeks, no double game weeks. I think one double game week, that's not that great, and people are going to just move on Reece James. So I don't think you should target Chelsea, in my opinion. Go for Tottenham. I can't believe I'm saying this, but go for Tottenham. Go for Joshua King from Watford. They have good fixtures as well. Because Dennis is not
Yeah,
there, so he's going to be the
yeah,
target man. Then Lamptey from Brighton. He's a cheap defender, and he's going to have double game weeks after double game weeks. And I don't think Burnley any. I don't think Burnley anybody you can target, but I think all these things would come in handy.
yeah. Like obviously, even last game week, like so I was speaking to few of my friends. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
you're doing currently, like I said, it's going a hit. Like your free hit. I mean, the only way I think so failed was your bench.
Son
You
on the
had
bench.
Son,
Son on the
you
bench.
had Son, Lamptey, and
Regulon.
Reguilon on your bench. That's the
Because
only
FPL,
time you
yeah,
failed.
I would have scored like, I was really disappointed. I thought my team didn't go through. This is a true story. I was so mad. I was like, my team didn't go through, my team didn't go through. And then I'm suddenly like, the team has gone through, but it's just completely jumbled.
The
I'm
app
like,
crashed. Same with me. So we have a question. Should we go for Kane as he will scores in transfer windows approaches?
oh, yeah, you should. I'm telling you, if Ronaldo doesn't score tonight, I think Kane is a very good option. I mean, under Conte, and especially because of that, my bench has more points than.
Welcome to the club, Prasanna. I mean, I think even my bench always outscores my main team
Oh my
somehow.
God, I swear. I mean, that happened to me last week and I was fuming. I was like, Son hasn't scored yet. Just don't score this. And then he just scored and got a clean sheet and a bonus point. I'm like, great.
The best part of Everton players can be good picks too.
Dominic
Now,
Calvert-Lewin is back. I think you could go
yeah,
for him if you want instead of Watkins. I think he's a better option. Midfield, who do you think is a good option from them? As because they don't have really have scorers, right? I don't think so. And
initially
Pickford.
start of the season, it was Doucouré and Gray who were doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Townsend as well.
Yeah. But I
But
think you
I
should just
think,
go for Bowen, Rafinha.
yeah,
All these players just have better FPL stats and for long term as well. Like for short term, I think you should go for James Madison. I think we spoke about this, right?
yeah, yeah,
James
yeah.
Madison is the one to go for. Everton, I think for me personally, I would go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And Pickford, I'm not kidding. He has good fixtures. I'm surprised as well. But I went for De Gea because I had the money. But you can check it out.
How many points do you have so far in game week 20?
Oh, this game week is has been horrible because of my captain. I can't believe it chose this game week.
Three players,
Well, hmm.
three players got in only 4 points.
Oh my god,
Imagine.
I swear. I Salah zero. I mean, I think I brought in Broya. He came on for like 17 minutes, 1 point. My total points are like 17, and I have like my United players: De Gea, Dalot, and Foden from City. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping Foden. I don't have Bowen beneath. That's my problem. I chose to have Foden, so I'm hoping he pays it off. Please, please start.
Even I wanted to get him Bowell. I thought, okay, all right, let's not get him. Let's wait
I
for
think
another
next
game
week,
week. And
yeah,
he
I
got
think
our 3 assists.
3 assists and 3 bonus points. Oh my, it hurt me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Rohan has
double
Bowen.
this.
Surprise.
Now looks like Roal is getting everything right. The next
Oh my
time
god,
I
I
think
swear.
it will be him on the show.
I swear, Arsenal were playing Leeds and he had like a random Leeds forward and somehow he got an assist of that forward. I'm like, what's going on? How?
I mean, when luck goes, it just goes in your way altogether. And,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we can just hope. I mean, I think luck plays a big, big role in FPL.
This year, especially because of the blank game weeks, it's just all pure luck. If especially if I have City players, it's luck. It's just luck. They play, they score.
Okay, so now, again, looking forward in the next few game weeks, who's your
Mhm.
player to look out for? Obviously, you named Madison.
Yeah,
Who's your
Madison for
second
short
player?
term. I think he should have Hyun Min Son. I think he's somebody who's essential. if Ronaldo scores tonight, like, and he plays well, not just scoring, I think Ronaldo is a good pick. Or I would go
Yeah.
for Kane as well. Bowen should be in your midfield. Defense, I think you should still stick with Trent. I know Liverpool are getting depleted, but don't sell him. I think he's a very good asset and he will be there. Like, Cancelo should be in your team. And pick a good keeper. If you have Ramsdale, he's going to have blank game weeks and tough game fixtures. So either switch him out for someone else. My picks are De Gea, Pickford, Lloris. Only thing is, if you pick Lloris, it takes away a Tottenham spot, and they have a lot of good fixtures coming, and you might need their attackers. So I think these are the
The
play. And get
only
Dennis
time
out.
so Arya was saying that he's helping out with your team,
Oh
and
my
you
god.
know,
Okay, I'll tell you this story. So I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I have never played in a league like Fanspire before. I play FPL for fun. So he was like, I'll get you in, I'll get you. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I will do well in that. Well, I don't know if I'll
and
do
all of
well
a
on it.
sudden you're on top.
And he was like, I'll pay for you. I'll pay and then just get in. And just get in. I'm like, okay, 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 okay. I just agreed. And that's why he's like, it's my credit. It's mine. I did this. I.
But I asked him whether Mora last game we could Mora
Oh,
play or no. Being a Spurs fan, he like don't go for Mora, go for anyone else. All of a sudden, Mora double digit all assist, goal.
oh my! I think. Oh my God! Yeah, Mora played well, but don't go for Mora. I think Son and Kane long run. But even I said no to Mora, and he proved me wrong. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. He had like the highest score in the entire game week, and Arya said not to get him right. He's the
Yeah.
problem.
Okay, so let's go now team wise. You just have to
Okay.
name one player you look out for in that team. It could be
Hmm.
of any position.
Oh
Let's
my God.
go by the teams which we already are familiar with. Man City.
Hmm.
One player if you
Uh,
had to choose.
For me, it has to be. Look, I hope for an attacker you go for Foden because he
Yeah,
starts more. I feel, and but if you already have you should have Cancelo. He is somebody you should have in your team. I think. No, no
yeah.
brainer.
Liverpool, Trent.
Hmm.
Right now,
Yeah,
considering
Trent.
Salah is
Trent.
there.
He is amazing. Yeah, Salah's gone. Salah would have been my answer, but not Trent.
Chelsea.
Hmm. Reece James now. I think Mason Mount is a good shout. Is a good
What
shout.
about?
Is Lukaku playing? What is he playing? I don't
He
know.
will. He might play. He might play. Considering he didn't get injured in the last tackle, so he might play.
Okay. He if
So,
he starts scoring, he's a good asset. If he doesn't score, he just doesn't score. So we just don't go near him.
okay. What about the bottom teams? Okay, so before that, we have a question. Comment.
Little bit of
Jota better pick than
competition.
Trent considering Salah Mane.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but you don't know who. I mean, for Jota to score, it's gonna be Trent who's gonna give him the ball, right? And then defense points and clean sheet points and bonus points. I think that's why I go for Trent. But Jota's a good pick, of course. He's a nailed Liverpool player.
Yeah. And
You were
if
saying
you had
bottom
to
teams?
choose, yeah, bottom teams, like
Hmm.
say someone from Newcastle, if you had to pick
Hmm.
someone,
Newcastle. I mean, Maximin, Saint Maximin, him. I think
or
he's good for us.
Wilson,
It doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah, Wilson. He doesn't start as much, so I think I'll go for Callum Wilson if I had to pick. So.
or if you, I mean, I don't think so. You will, but if you had to pick any one player from Norwich,
Oh my God. Okay, okay.
is
Let people give Pookie a lot of hate, but he's fine. Cantwell is good too, but I think Pookie is 90-minute man. Penalties. I think he's a good bench player. You get a penalty, you score. Even if you're losing 5-1, Pookie scores.
the only player I have from Norwich, I'm surprised, is Gilmore. The only
Oh,
reason I got him
4.4
was
million. Yeah.
4.4 million on the bench. I have an
Yeah.
extra player who will start
Who
every game.
plays?
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
at least two
He's a
points
good
I get.
shot. And Gilmore is like a Chelsea player, right? Loan to Norwich.
Loan
I
to
see why
yeah,
you have him.
yeah. Not only that, but he, like I thought, okay, let's start with Cantwell, but then Cantwell
Hmm.
is slightly costly, and obviously I don't trust Norwich. So,
Yeah, yeah. I think you should definitely go for Pook. I mean, you should not go for any players, but if you want like a player, but you should go for Pookie. He has penalties, so him.
so you would triple up on. So Rohan, okay, so Rohan,
Hi,
uh,
Rohan. Oh my God.
yeah, the
No,
only
no,
time
no.
in this game week itself, you will overtake if Ronaldo does score a hat trick.
Oh my God.
And,
I'm a fan, but no, please don't do that. My free hit will just go in the drain.
and all right, so we are obviously towards the end of the episode. Like now,
Mhm.
you are in the top 3K, and top of
Yeah.
the FPL. Obviously, wish you the best of luck, and
Thank you so
we
much,
hope that
Vinny.
you
I
and
wish you the
Rohan keep
same.
competing. Hopefully, I
Oh
may
my
come
God.
somehow in the top three.
Yes, I'm rooting for
I
you.
hope. Uh, Unfortunately, Advait is somehow over there. I have no idea
Oh
how
my God.
Advait is over there. He's been scoring every game week as well.
Hmm.
But
Wow,
again,
that's mad.
so if you had to triple up, you would obviously triple up on City, possibly,
City.
considering they
Mm-hmm.
don't have any strikers. So I think your midfield can get packed over there.
Yeah. Mm, I
Liverpool,
am
but now Salah going
Tottenham.
out,
Tottenham.
and now Tottenham. So I
It is
think
what it is. It is what it is.
so.
Tottenham
I
have a
think we
good
can
team.
have a fixed template right now. We can go for Tottenham City players, and
Yeah.
hope to match your scores at least, if not overtake you somehow.
You will, you will, you will, you will.
Let's just hope, because there are many players lagging behind you right now, and it's a big task, and it's an amazing feat that you're in the top 3K right now,
Thank you. Thank you so
and
much, Vinny.
it's just
Means a
brilliant.
lot. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
obviously, if you have any more questions on FPL which you would like Adya to answer, you can put it in our stories. We would ask her, she would revert back on that, and I
Yeah,
think she will
definitely.
gladly do that. I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
definitely.
from being not just playing for fun to being part of a league, topping the league, being in the top 3K. I mean, you dished out your captains, you dished out if you had to triple up, your favorite players to
Yeah.
look out for. And I think that's the best thing right now, to, find those specific players. And
Mm-hmm.
the most
Mm-hmm.
important question was what everyone is struggling with: when to play your cards, or your hits, and
Mm-hmm.
at the same time how to plan with the COVID situation, considering
Yeah.
that any game may get called off. So Adya, thank you so much for coming
Thank you
on
so much,
and
Vinny. Thank you so
making this
much.
a
It was amazing.
wonderful episode.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so
Have a
much,
good
and
night.
thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you next season as well. Bye.
Bye bye.